Otherside Picnic Volume 4 Review. While the real world has previously been a safe haven for Sorabo and Toriko from their otherworldly adventures, the other side's strange phenomena have been simply begun to bleed wrong, threatening their normal, if you could call it that, lives. In the previous volume, we saw Toriko suddenly vanish from the face of the earth, while three strange women knocked insistently on Kosakura's front door, and the strange doppelganger version of Sorabo wanders the night, what connects these strange events and just what is the space-time man that keeps appearing in front of Sorabo. Leads the way to the other side with Kosakura. Sorabo may be just fine, about to find out as the pair begin the desperate search for their spirited away partner in crime. In terms of their actual mystery and the otherworldly phenomena, and show the space, time, man arc is certainly one of the more confusing stories that Other Side Picnic has told so far. But there's a clear objective here: find and rescue Toriko. There are a lot of other things going on at the same time, and it's hard to connect them into a single thread. On the face of things, they're all just creepy consistence, and the bleeding draw the paranormal into the normal, which is completely fine, but it's trying to link them all together using the titular Space-Time Man, and I'm not entirely sure it works. As an entity, it's very abstract and it's never clear what he is, or if he even poses a threat. He simply turns up randomly, gives a weird warning, then fades away again. It's still creepy, yes, it gets both you and the characters jumping at shadows, but with the same way things develop, I found a payoff to the underwhelming, as at the end it doesn't really tie in anything together the list of other phenomena unexplored. When this volume really hits out young is Sorama Kosakura's journey together drawn the other side. After previously just being a side character, this is Kosakura's big entrance, where a lot of time is spent in developing her character and revealing more about her. While she may appear as a shut-in and an eccentric researcher, she's actually a lot more involved with the overall story than you would think. And there are some pretty big revelations here that are just casually mentioned in conversation. This really turns her into one of the gang, and the unique perspective here is very important in driving this volume forward, particularly in the way it examines fear. Kosakura is terrified at the other side for pretty much all the right reasons, yet there's a solid plot point of challenging both her and Sorabo's fears, as we get to see them being resourceful in ways that we would normally expect, while it doesn't distract from the main objective a little. Seeing the pair trying to survive in the very hostile world is tense and gripping stuff. This is particularly important for Sorabo's development, as with Toriko out of the picture for most of the volume, you get to see how much she's grown over time. Even though she feels vulnerable and exposed without Toriko by her side, she still manages to handle not only herself but pulling Kosakura through the other side's swampy marshland and past the wrigglers that kick off her adventure in the first place. I really like the sense of reflection here, not only for that, but for a look back at how Sorabo and Toriko's odd relationship has developed. You can really appreciate that this series has come a long way in a short space of time. If you do not find yourself to weird out, the final chapter here pulls in some good lamps in one of the girls' regular post-adventure drinking sessions. Here you can see that all three of them are starting to become good friends, and they just work amazingly together on the page. I will note that, but the title of this confusingly is meant to kick off the next arc with him. It is more at the end of the current one. Visually, the series continues to look great with another strong volume. The sprawling environments on the other side are eerie and desolate and turn even stranger when certain phenomena and get involved. This volume sees reality bending moments and feel an abandoned town full of strange flowers and plants that gives off a great reclaimed by nature vibe. Character artwork is very expressive, and monster designs continue to be abstract weird things that sure creep you out. The series continues to be published by Square Enix and is available both digitally and as a physical paperback. This volume is translated by Taylor Engel and reads well with no issues to note. As with other volumes, there is a bonus short story at the end of the book that puts a focus on events from Kosakura's perspective, which doesn't add so much this time around, with a lot of focus being on Kosakura's in this volume. But it's interesting, nonetheless. Overall, we're not quite getting across its ideas as well as the series' earlier volumes and being rather confusing in the way it handles its central mystery. I say Volume 4 Otherside Picnic is still well worth a read. Sorao Kosakura's quest to find Toriko is pretty creepy and tense, while with new revelations and much needed character development, it successfully flashes up Kosakura and makes her a true part of the gang, while giving both Sorao and the series a chance to reflect on just how far they have come. Not 7 out of 10.